So, India is one of the world's fastest growing energy markets, and Adnoc sees the potential from supplying crude oil to investing in refineries and storage. And for a fact, I know that Adnoc is building deep roots in India. But what does this mean for Indian professionals, industries, and entrepreneurs?
Basically, Adnoc is the 12th largest oil production company in the world.
Okay.
So they are producing around 4.85 million of barrel per day of oil on daily basis. This is actually statistics which was published in 2021, and Adnoc is aiming to produce 5 million BPD by 2030.
Okay.
So this means that they are having many requirement for oil and oil-based products, say like refinery products and machineries, even the heat exchangers, fasteners. So they are having a vast requirement. And Adnoc is outsourcing their products to different part of the world as well as inside UAE, because they are having many requirements. So when it comes to India, India is the leading, or India is developing their energy sector. Especially the western region of India is the leading manufacturer. They are leading into the energy sector, and they are producing this oil and oil-based products. They are having many refineries. So according to this, India is having a vast market, or India's product is having a vast market in Adnoc for this oil and gas products.
Okay.
Also Gujarat, they are having the refineries. Most of the refineries are set up in Gujarat, and they are having almost half of the percentage of the product they are manufacturing there in Gujarat. Many manufacturers from Gujarat, they are onboarding their products to Adnoc. Either they are directly setting up a company in Abu Dhabi and getting registered with Adnoc, or they are doing through company representation. So these are the two options.
Okay.
One is the company representation, and the other one is finding an agency, a company representative agency in Abu Dhabi, and they can onboard their product. This not only in case of India, we can say in China or Russia, many part of the world, they are producing oil and oil-based product. So all these manufacturers, this oil industry related manufacturers, they are having a vast market in Abu Dhabi, basically in Adnoc.
So, as you have mentioned, without a company's registration or a company, we still can reach out to Adnoc. So, suppose if I have some products, how can I onboard my products to Adnoc?
See, Adnoc doesn't need your physical presence in Abu Dhabi. It's called, actually the process is called company representation or agency registration. If you are not having a company and you wish to onboard your product, I'll give you one example. If your product is a heat exchanger and you are manufacturing it in India, then you need to onboard this product with Adnoc, but you don't wish to set up a company in Abu Dhabi. So there is the option called the company representation or agency registration. What you need to do is you need to find out an agency who is already registered, or a company already registered in Abu Dhabi with Adnoc, and you need to check your company's activity, like the manufacturing of heat exchangers is added on their trade license, or is there pre-qualified with Adnoc for the same product group. If they are already pre-qualified with the same product group, you both can have an agency agreement, and you can onboard their product with Adnoc without having a physical presence in Abu Dhabi. Okay. That's called the company representation. Okay. So only the thing you need to note down is that the company which you already find out in Abu Dhabi, they need to have the same activity, or their product should already be pre-qualified for the same product category. I have mentioned the example of heat exchangers. So both the company need to have heat exchangers as their product, common product.
Okay.
And other cases, if you are having fasteners or big machineries, you need to check this company representation or the agency which you have find out is already having the product pre-qualified with Adnoc. Then you can have an agreement, and then you can onboard your product with Adnoc through this agency. So it will be on a commission basis. The remuneration will only be on a commission basis, and all these will be mentioned in the agency agreement. Okay. And this agreement need to be attested and then need to be submitted for the pre-qualification process.
Okay. So let's just say that I am okay with starting with a company. So do I have to go for free zone or Abu Dhabi mainland?
Abu Dhabi doesn't, like Adnoc doesn't allow free zones for the registration. Okay. There are exceptions. I'm not completely saying free zone is exempted. They are having some exception cases like the Kizad free zone. Abu Dhabi based free zones are there, like the ADGM, Kizad free zones are there. They can onboard their product, or they can get pre-qualified for Adnoc. But other free zones like the JAPSA, DMCC, SHAMS, there are other free zones too. They cannot directly onboard or they cannot register to Adnoc directly. They need to set up a company in Abu Dhabi mainland and then get registered with Adnoc.
Okay.
And also for the manufacturing or the industry license, and if they are say in Dubai or Sharjah or any other emirate, they can register directly without the office space or without the physical presence in Abu Dhabi.
Okay. Okay.
So the point which I need to be more clear is that in Abu Dhabi, either they can get a free zone license in Kizad or in ADGM, Abu Dhabi based free zone, and then onboard their product or then get registered with Adnoc, or else they need to have an industry license
Okay.
in any part of UAE and then register with Adnoc. Or else, as the final part, they need to do Abu Dhabi mainland license, then do the prerequisites and then get registered.
Okay. So, like, and also, what about the service-based businesses?
That's a good point actually.
Okay.
Like not only product, service-based industries also having vast possibilities with Adnoc. Say if IT sectors, then transportation business, scrap trading companies, then branding companies, all these are having a vast opportunities with Adnoc. Because Adnoc, the onboarded companies in Adnoc, they will apply for tenders or they will be issuing tenders. So this service-based industry, suppose IT companies, they are having some security issues inside Adnoc, or the onboarded companies are having some security issues. So the IT company will be fixing. If they are pre-qualified for their services, they can register easily or they can participate in the tenders and it will be more beneficial for them. So to work with Adnoc, it is not necessary like you need to have only a product-based business. Service-based business is also having possibilities with Adnoc.
Okay. So, while stepping into Adnoc, what are the risk elements involved in this?
Adnoc registration is actually not an easy process. It's time consuming. It's take around 3 months of time to complete the Adnoc registration process. And while checking into the documentation part, it's also very vast. They are having a background check. They'll check for the trade license, the company history, the employee histories, the completed project details, the turnover of the company. Each thing matters while registering with Adnoc. And while checking for these completed projects, they need minimum of 3 completed projects inside Abu Dhabi. And we need to submit all these completed orders, purchase orders, invoice, everything need to be submitted into the Adnoc for the pre-qualification process. Even the HSE manual needs to be prepared. There are some insurances that the company need to be fulfilled. So the documentation process itself is very vast and it's also time consuming. If there is any minor mistake or if the company is having any negative from the market, Adnoc will not approve their product or Adnoc will directly reject their company. They won't be having any concessions. And some cases, like recently we have some cases, the Adnoc like invited the manager of the company for a small interview sessions and then only they gave the approval. If they find any mismatch on the project or the turnovers, they will have an interview with the manager of the company or the point of contact of the company and then they will recheck on this, then only they will be getting approval. So it's very risky or the documentation process is very vast.
Yes.
If there is any minor mistake, no registration at all.